What's going on YouTube, man? This your favorite CEO. And look, bro, I went home recently. Had to go lay a family member to rest, and it was definitely a lot to deal with emotionally. Um, with everything that was going on, personally as well with this business, man, and having to travel 10 hours to Louisiana. Um, but something that came out of that was very eye opening, and it sticks with me, man, to this day. And it's something that I'll never, I'll never ever forget, um, and it was something that I discovered while while I was there, and it was pretty much, man, that my brother, you know, was who I was laying to rest, and I lived my life thinking that that was my uncle. You know what I'm saying? And uncovered some family secrets, man. And I'll save that video for another time. But uncovered some family secrets, and you know that answered some questions for me that I definitely needed answered. But definitely was a tough situation to be in, man. Because I lived my life, um, kind of on the outside. You know what I'm saying, to sort of speak, because not really knowledgeable about um, my lineage, man. And this video is important because I think everybody, especially if you have a son, man, if you have a son and you raising your son, these were conversations that my dad never had the opportunity to have with me. You know what I'm saying? Um, legacy, legacy, man. It's important to live and create a life that you want to pass down to your children. And your last name, like in my case, there's only three of the members of the family that's left that can pass on my last name. Me, my son, and my brother's son. All right. So think about how important that is. Potentially your last name, like, we're down to the nitty gritty of, you know, those two need to procreate, unless I have another boy, but need to procreate um to keep the legacy of the family going. You know what I'm saying? Like the last name, to keep that going. So my son is 11, and we had a serious conversation, and it's hard to have conversations like that with your kids because you never know how they're gonna take it, and it's early for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's a difficult conversation to try to express as a parent. Um, but pretty much, I've been grooming him to take the throne at some point. Um, but it's important for him to understand the importance of what is being passed down to him, because I think if you don't put a certain level of importance on those possessions, or your company, or whatever the case is, and it has a certain aura about it, then the kids don't they don't value it. I see a lot of kids get things passed down to them, like properties and stuff like that, and they just let it go in the ground. They just let it get ran down, and just don't take care of it. And I think that that's because value was never put into you know the fact that they was being passed down their parents' legacy. Like, that property is more than a property. This is my legacy. We want this to live on. Um, so to commemorate and start a tradition, um, me and his mom, we're gonna set up a ceremony, and definitely gonna record the whole thing, man, because I want people to see how serious I'm taking this. But we have a ceremony that we're gonna do for my firstborn, and it's just gonna symbolize, that passing of the torch, so to speak. And this is a tradition that we want to start. You know, and hopefully can pass down to my son, so that he can pass that tradition down to his son. And it'll be something that we start for our family. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely excited about that. But yeah, man, just something I wanted to get on here and talk about. You know, legacy, man. Legacy is important. It's something that we don't think about enough, us fathers with sons. And now being in business, I'm definitely mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, y'all. It's really loud. My office is right here off the main street. And it's car day. Everybody got their cars out, ripping and running up and down that main street. But anyway, man, just a quick video for y'all, man. Just something I wanted to hop on here and discuss. I thought that was something that would be good for people to hear. So keep your legacy in mind. You know, groom your kids to understand the importance of their last name. I think that's important. You want them to be proud to carry your last name. So you got to work to give them something to be proud of. So anyway, man, just wanted to hop on here real quick, man. And I know I haven't seen y'all in a while, at least a few days, a couple weeks or whatever. Make a quick video for y'all. Definitely leave a comment down in the comment section, man. I enjoy reading y'all comments. And, you know, let's have a conversation. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.